That's where a lot of the failure comes in when people try to approach YouTube or just become any type of content creator. They fail at consistency. It's not that they fail at the quality part, it's they fail at the consistency part. Comparison is and always will be the thief of joy. For those of you guys who really know me, you'll know that I'm actually not a YouTuber. I'm more of a TikToker, even though I still don't consider myself a TikToker. But anyways, what I mean by that is I gained my social media platform, or I guess my social media fame, through TikTok, where I currently have like 2.4 million followers. And YouTube is something I just recently started dabbling in. Now, with that being said, YouTube and TikTok are two completely different platforms. I could write a whole entire fucking thesis regarding about the differences and the nuances and the intricacies that separate these two platforms, because they're just that different. Now, with that being said, the most obvious difference between the two platforms is that TikTok, it's like you could produce low quality content and you could still make it viral. People will still watch your content. And what I mean by lower quality content is that the platform, TikTok platform itself, can only upload, from what I know, this is what I heard, TikTok can only post videos up to 1080p quality compared to YouTube videos where they want quality to be like 2K, 4K, HD, you know what I mean? And if it's not, it's like the algorithm doesn't push it out. And that's the thing with TikTok. It's like you could film using your front-facing camera. You could like film without the best lighting, without the best angles, and like it doesn't matter. People will still watch your video, watch your content. People actually prefer that because that whole entire relatability. Whereas with YouTube, everything is so intricately placed that it almost makes it seem like it's a facade. You know what I mean? Like the whole entire like picture perfect lifestyle where it's like that's not reality for so many people. Especially during the pandemic, people are getting so fed up with that kind of like picture perfect image, especially when like the pandemic brought so much harsh realities to people's lives. So that's why I think TikTok became the more favored platform, because it just showed the not the brutal honesties, but the realities of what it's like living in a very unfiltered format. That's why a lot of people started favoring and pivoting to TikTok over YouTube, because in a time of hardships, like the last thing that they want to see is a well-off person living their picture perfect lifestyle. You know what I mean? So that's one of the major differences with TikTok and YouTube. With me starting off on TikTok, like I became accustomed to that kind of content where I film with my front-facing camera. Literally, when I film my TikTok vlogs, I literally just get my camera and I just place it right there, like on anything that I could place it on. I don't use a tripod. I don't have the best angles. I don't have the best lighting because I don't use a ring light, especially when I'm outside like filming. Like when I'm filming indoors, maybe I'll use a ring light, but majority of the times I just use natural lighting too. I don't use like a gimbal. Is that what it's called? Like the stabilizer? Me and my hand, it's like literally what's filming. For 2 years, I only just filmed vlogs using my phone for TikTok. And again, like I said, 1080 quality. And to be honest, like my vlogs did perform fairly well. People watched my vlogs, hence how I have the following that I have. But now pivoting over to YouTube, it's like I have my style set already because of TikTok. Like I have a vlogging style. And now I'm trying to replicate that onto YouTube, and I realize like it's not the same. Number one, my quality, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know my quality, my YouTube video qualities are not the best. And that's because like I record from my phone and I edit on CapCut on my phone, not like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere Pro. So like when I export, obviously I don't get the best quality exports. I'm not gonna lie, I've compared myself to so many other vloggers on YouTube, and I've put myself down as a result of it. Like for example, I've been comparing myself to like other YouTubers like Michelle Choi. God damn, her videos are fucking beautiful. And I've put myself down like through that. And the reason there was like a slight gap, I don't know if you guys knew, but like there was a time where from January to March, I didn't post shit. And that's because I let those negative self-talk that I've done affect me, saying like, wow, my content is shit. My video quality is shit. No one watches. So like, what's the point? That was one of the big factors as to why I stopped posting and just resumed back to just TikToks, because I was like, I'm not fit for this platform. Or actually I thought, you know what? In order to get to like Michelle and like Jen Im's like type of quality, let me just wait until I have all the equipment together, until I have like a vlogging setup, a lighting setup, an apartment where the interior is aesthetic, the lighting is bomb as fuck. Like I was giving myself all these reasons like to wait until I have everything finally well put together to become what I imagined as Michelle Choi and Jen Im's type of like level of content. But then I ended up coming across a TikTok of like this MrBeast interview that he did. He basically said, your first 100 videos, YouTube videos, are gonna be shit. It's gonna be shit. It's like, no, it's like a fact. It's gonna be shit. So just fucking post. And when I heard those words, I was like, true. That's actually very, very true. Because when I look back at my first couple set of like TikTok videos, it's very shit. It's not shit, but it's like not what I currently produce and what I'm confident in producing today. That's when I start like introspecting a little bit. I was like I'm focusing on the wrong thing right now when it comes to my approach with YouTube. Up until now, I've been so hyper focused on quality, making good quality YouTube videos when that shouldn't be my focus. My focus should first be practicing consistency. That's where a lot of the failure comes in when people try to approach YouTube or just become any type of content creator. They fail at consistency. It's not that they fail at the quality part, it's they fail at the consistency part. And that was the case for me. Like I started YouTube on October and I produced like 10 videos, but then like in November, the following month, I produced maybe like 4 or 5. And then in December, I produced like 3. So like clearly my consistency wasn't there. And yet my consistency wasn't there, but I was trying to focus on quality. Anna, be fucking for real. Your priorities in the wrong place. Focus first on like being consistent with making YouTube videos before you focus on quality. Get into the habit of knowing your routine, because to be honest, social media isn't my full-time job. I do have like my own professional career. Simultaneously, I'm balancing social media. So Anna, spend a couple months knowing your routine, knowing how to allocate your time so you're able to invest in both your professional career, but also invest what you seem as like a sufficient amount for social media. So that's currently what I'm in the midst of doing. And I say give yourself a couple months to know your routine, because it's like they say it takes like X amount of days to build a habit. But now integrating that into your career, it's like it's going to take a lot more than just a couple days, you know? It's going to take months. And for you to truly determine if this is like the trajectory that you want to pursue and keep moving forward. So that's what I'm in the midst of doing. So I'm not going to lie, when I get like a comment like this, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it makes me pivot back into my old habits of like critical self-talk, but then I'm also reminded at the same time, like that's not my focus. My purpose right now is to establish a balance between what I can film and what I can edit, while simultaneously juggling a professional career. And then I would say once I get the ball rolling, I'm giving myself actually 3 months to acclimate to this new environment, to this consistency. And once I establish that consistency, then I'm going to dive deeper into like quality then. But first, it's consistency. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers, my returning viewers, have been seeing that consistency, because people like Jane have been pointing it out like, wow, 3 videos in a week. It would damn Anna. And it's like, thank you for noticing, because that's what I've been trying to prioritize. So it truly does mean a lot to me. Thank you, Jane. But yeah, that's kind of where I stand right now. I set an audacious goal of producing 10 videos this month, and I'm going to keep that goal going for the next 3 months. I know it's going to be tough, but at the same time, because I'm not like too focused on producing high quality content, I think it's doable. I think it's manageable. Hopefully, like when I start establishing like a routine and I get into the hang of filming and editing, I'm gonna one day transfer over to maybe Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere Pro. I've used Adobe Premiere Pro previously, and that shit is so fucking confusing because it's such a robust software, like where there's so much shit you can do with it. Like the capabilities are absolutely fucking endless, and it overwhelms you. And when I get overwhelmed, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm done. You know what I mean? Anyways, I got sidetracked a little bit. But with that being said, as I began this clip, comparison is the thief of joy. Although I think there is some merit in watching other fellow YouTube creators just to like get inspiration, I also see it as a double-edged sword, as in like, you could find yourself comparing yourself to them and putting yourself down as a result of that comparison. And I'm not gonna lie, when I watch other fellow YouTubers, I find myself comparing more rather than finding inspiration. So I'm actually not going to be watching fellow YouTubers for a while. Sorry. But that's because I also want to find my own style when it comes to vlogging, speaking, narrating, and editing and filming even my content. The thing is like, if I watch too much of Michelle's videos or Jenim's videos, I feel like I'm going to try replicating their style. And because I'm trying to force myself to replicate their style, I'm going to come off not as Anna. You know what I mean? Not the true Anna. Because the thing is with the true Anna doesn't give a fuck. For example, you guys already know my speaking style. One big differentiator that makes me me is that I cuss. Like, I cuss in my daily like lifestyle too. People are always like, "Oh, you cuss so much, potty mouth." But I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, it's me. The thing is one thing you guys need to know about my cussing habits is that I don't cuss at people. I mean, yes, I do actually, but not on social media. But majority of the times when I do include like profanity in my narrations, it's my curse words are actually used as like an adjective. It's never like to call someone a derogatory word. It's used as an adjective. For example, it's fucking bomb. Fucking is an adjective to describe how bomb a food is. Something like that. So I hope you guys understand, like, it's never out of malice that I'm using profanity. It's like to emphasize just how good or bad something is. Like, if a food tastes like trash, I'll be like, dude, that's fucking ass. But it's so you guys can kind of like understand how shitty it was. So don't be offended. Anyways, where am I going with this? The thing is, it's like when I try molding myself to fit into like Michelle's aesthetics, because like I honestly see her aesthetics and it's like, it's fucking gorgeous. But that's not me. Even though I like looking at that stuff, it's not me. And I think that's why people like YouTube. It's kind of like an escape because like they see things that they want to see that's visually pleasing to their eyes. But that's not me. But like I feel like if I watch so much of her content, I try to emulate her style. I'm going to try forcing myself to practice her habits, her lifestyle, which isn't really truly my lifestyle. That's kind of where I stand today. I hope you guys enjoyed my authenticity. With that being said, comparison is the thief of joy, so I will not be comparing myself with other people. And to be honest, I feel like not having social media as my full-time job helps me, because if social media was my full-time job and like my income depended solely on social media, then like I would be kind of flustered. I'll be like, shit, I need to make good quality content because like my income depends on it. My livelihood depends on it. But thankfully that's not the case for me. So I could take my time and I don't need to rush into anything. So that makes me feel good. So yeah.